Fox Sports.
We are Norfolk. We are Minnesota.
The homestand continues for the Twins tonight as they open up a 3-game series welcoming in the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim to Target Field. 66 years ago today, April 15th, 1947, is when Jackie Robinson became the first African American in Major League Baseball. Today, all around the league, baseball is honoring number 42. Today's starters are a part of that, of course. Kevin Correa goes for Minnesota, Joe Blanton for the Angels. Each pitcher is looking for win number 1 here in this young season. Welcome into Target Field. I'm Marnie Gellner. Today is officially Jackie Robinson Day all throughout Major League Baseball. Every player, every coach, every umpire tonight is wearing number 42 to honor everything that Jackie Robinson did across the color barrier and become the first black player in Major League Baseball. That includes Aaron Hicks, too, the rookie for Minnesota. He'll be wearing number 42. And he said earlier tonight he's never worn that number on a jersey as a baseball player in his entire career. Tonight, though, he will be honored to display number 42.
Jackie Robinson was a guy, just allowed pretty much showed, that he was strong and, could deal through anything to be able to, play the game of baseball, being the only black guy in the major leagues at the time.
Honoring the impact of Jackie Robinson's legacy tonight, Kevin Correa will get the Twins started against the Angels. The first pitch from Target Field is coming up next.
Fox Sports North is presented by Northland Ford. Visit northlandford.com and your local Northland Ford dealer today. And by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. Over the weekend, the White Sox and the Angels ended 5-game losing streaks. That's what the Twins will try to do here tonight, with Kevin Correa making his 3rd start of the year for the Twins. He's been their most reliable starting pitcher so far. Dick and Bert with you for the opener of this series with the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, and the Twins will hand the ball to Kevin Correa, who's been really good so far.
He really has. 2 really consistent starts for Kevin Correa, and usually when you get out of a losing streak, it's because the starter does a good job. Well, Correa has pitched outstanding so far. Has nothing really to show for it other than a very good ERA. Hopefully here today he can pick up his first win in a Twins uniform.
Yeah, the Twins starters have just 1 win, that coming from Mike Pelfrey, so Correa will hope to get the Twins in the win column as they hope to win this series against Pujols, Hamilton, and the Angels when we come back.
When I stepped on the baseball diamond for the Brooklyn Dodgers. I knew I was making history, but I didn't realize that barrier-breaking moment would create a social revolution. At the time, baseball was an all-white game, with African Americans designated to their own league. Now, that has been changed forever. At 28 years of age, I was lucky enough to have lettered in 4 sports at UCLA. I was also a veteran of World War II and had spent 2 years in the Negro Leagues. In an era when baseball was America's pastime and its passion, I became the target of racial slurs throughout the league. But I survived, becoming the first black athlete in major sports. The pressure was immense. But in my first season, I played well enough to be named Rookie of the Year. 2 years later, in 1949, I won the batting title and was named MVP. Since then, I've been enshrined in Cooperstown. But what makes me most proud is watching the game today and seeing the lasting effect that moment has had on baseball. And my number 42, retired in every ballpark.
And we thank Ansay Achea, who starred as Jackie in the play Jackie and Me at the Minneapolis Children's Theater. The Twins coming off a day yesterday that was rained out. But I suspect there were a lot of Twins fans who, like the 2 Twins TV announcers, went to see the movie 42 yesterday.
Yes, we did. I highly recommend it for anybody.
It was a wonderful movie, and just to be clear, you and I went separately. We did not go together.
We took our wives.
Twins taking the field, everybody wearing number 42 in both dugouts. Mike Scioscia's team has survived a very slow start. They did end a 5-game losing streak against the Houston Astros at home over the weekend. So now they're hoping to build a winning streak with this Menards batting order. Peter Bourjos in the leadoff spot. He'll be followed by Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, Josh Hamilton, Mark Trumbo, Howie Kendrick, Chris Iannetta, Brendan Harris, the former Twin, back in the big leagues, and then Luis Jimenez.
And it'll be Kevin Correa on the mound making his 3rd start of the year. He's coming off a tough loss in his last start in Kansas City. Took a 1-0 shutout into the 8th inning. Royals scored 3 runs. Ended up losing that ball game 3-1. But he has been the most consistent starter so far in his first 2 starts, going 7 innings in both.
Twins out on the field have Oswaldo Arcia in his major league debut in left field. Josh Willingham feeling a little under the weather. Darren Mastroianni in center. Chris Parmelee in right. Luke Florimo, Dozier Morneau, the infielders. Lauer behind the plate. Ryan Doumit, the designated hitter, and a big moment for the 21-year-old Venezuelan. He's in the big leagues and in the starting lineup in left field. Strike 1 to Peter Bourjos. Bourjos taking over in center field with the Angels' new look lineup, both the pitching staff and the position players. Tapped foul, 0-2.
Well, we have seen Bourjos. This is a guy you want to keep off the bases. Great speed.
A year ago, it kind of looked like Bourjos was going to be the odd man out. But with the Angels letting Torrey Hunter go, acquiring Josh Hamilton, a reconfigured lineup, sending Mike Trout to left, and Bourjos very fleet of foot in center. 1-2, Correa to Bourjos.
Correa making his first career start against the Angels, his 2nd appearance when he was with the San Francisco Giants back in 2006. He made an appearance as a reliever against the Angels. He worked only 1/3 of an inning.
2-2.
You saw that in Kansas City too, making his first major league start. Of course, Correa spent most of his and all of his career in the National League before signing with the Twins over the winter.
To left center and deep to the gap. Arcia chasing it. He won't get there. In fact, that ball's gone. Bourjos with a home run to start the ball game. Hit his first major league home run here at Target Field a few years ago, and his 2nd of the year makes it 1-0.
Well, one thing we have seen the starters do is make a lot of mistakes over the plate. These starters for the Twins come into this ball game 1-6 in ERA at 6.32. And this looked like a fastball pretty much right down the middle of the plate. Bourjos did not miss it. A line drive home run. And just like that, the Angels are up 1-0.
Yeah, you could see Bourjos with his hand gestures. Trout in the box now. Said, yeah, fastball. Then breaking ball came in with a fastball, and he hit it.
Yeah, 2 sliders that missed, and then he waited on that 2-2 fastball and hit it over the fence.
Fouled away, and Correa gets ahead of Trout, 0-2. The Angels were here in Minnesota early last year, and Trout wasn't even with them. Then when the Twins went out to Anaheim a little bit later on in the early in the month of May, Trout was not an everyday player. He was kind of a reserve player, and yet a runaway winner for the Rookie of the Year award. Missing inside 1-2.
Well, Trout played in 139 games last year. He hit .326, hit 30 home runs, drove in 83, led the American League with 49 stolen bases. This guy is a 5-tool player.
And there's the breaking pitch that Bourjos laid off. Trout swings and misses, 1 away.
Let's take another look at Peter Bourjos' home run against Kevin Correa. Watch the location. It's pretty much right there down the middle of the plate. And Joe Mauer not moving much right there. That's a breaking ball.
Looked like a cutter almost. At any rate, it's a home run.
Cut right there in the bullpen.
It didn't cut enough. And now Albert Pujols. Mentioned the Angels ended a 5-game losing streak in their weekend series at home against the Astros. They won a couple of ball games, the last 2 games of that series, and over those 2 games, both Pujols and Hamilton started hitting. Popped straight up in the air, and Mauer might have a play. Pujols heads back to the dugout. 2 down. Chris Conroy behind the plate. Paul Nauert, Andy Fletcher, Sam Holbrook. The rest of the umpires on this crew. It's trying to clear off, but it's still very cool, if not cold. 39 degrees, the first pitch temperature. So 2 down, and that'll bring up Josh Hamilton.
Well, Hamilton off to a slow start in his first season with the Angels, but has picked it up as of late, like you mentioned, Dick. Big free agent signing by the Angels over the winter.
1-1. Hamilton signing a 5-year deal, about $25 million a year. Just off the plate, 2-1. The Angels started the year on the road, first in Cincinnati and then in Texas. And it was not a pleasant weekend for Josh Hamilton in Arlington, Texas. 3-1 with Mark Trumbo on deck. Hamilton booed relentlessly throughout the 3-game series, being cheered only when he struck out. Tap foul, 3-2, which was often.
That home run allowed by Correa, his first of the year, and only the 4th home run allowed by a starting pitcher. And the 7th overall.
Twins have hit 7. They've allowed 7 so far. And a changeup got him. Couple of strikeouts in the inning, but a 2-2 pitch to Peter Porges ends up in the bullpen. It's 1-0. Jump out to a quick 1-0 lead. Ron Gardenhire hoping the Twins can do what the Angels did. The White Sox over the weekend end a 5-game losing streak. Get back to winning games and series at home. The Menard batting order for the Twins. Aaron Hicks is out. Darren Mastroianni is in, at least tonight. Joe Mauer batting second. Then Justin Morneau, Ryan Doumit, Chris Parbley, Trevor Plouffe, Oswaldo Arcia, his major league debut. Hitting 7th, Brian Dozier and Pedro Florimo.
And Joe Blanton on the mound like Correa, making his 3rd start of the season, looking for his first win as an Angel. Signing as a free agent over the winter. Making his 10th career start against the Twins, 5-4 in his career against the Minnesota Twin organization.
And Blanton gets the glove down. Closes a 5-hole, 1 away. Angels have had some problems in the field. Here's their Northland Ford defense. Mike Trout, Peter Borges, Josh Hamilton, the outfielders, very fleet of foot out there. Luis Jimenez instead of Alberto Callaspo is hurt. Brendan Harris in place of Eric Ibar who's hurt. Howie Kendrick already has 3 errors. Albert Pujols has played some first, DH'd as well, and Chris Iannetta behind the plate. Here's the Twins catcher, Joe Mauer. And a strike. Mauer's average a couple of ticks below the 300 mark. One and one.
Changeup right there by Blanton. Blanton with a fastball, upper 80s, low 90s, curveball, slider, and a changeup. Came up with the Oakland A's back in 2002. Has also pitched for the Phillies and the Dodgers.
Called strike. Ooh. We've probably seen marginal pitches called strikes against Joe.
This is the one that Kevin Correa would like to have too.
Yeah. 1-2. And now 2-2.
Mauer over his career against Blanton, 7 hits and 22 at-bats.
We saw a lot of Blanton when he was with the A's. High fly to right center field. Borges chasing it at the wall. It's off the wall, and Mauer has a double. He hit that ball a long way into the wind. And the carom came down and hit Borges right in the chest, it looked like.
That might be one of the first balls we have seen Joe really pull with power. Looked like a high fastball. And he gave it a ride. Borges went back to that wall about 400 feet away. Thought maybe that ball would come down short, but it just caromed right to him. He knocked it down. And it's a 1-out double for Joe Mauer, his 5th double of the year.
Like it hit about halfway up on the scoreboard, maybe. Here's Justin Morneau, tying run at second, and 1 away. Morneau broke up a no-hit bid on a Saturday with a home run off the foul screen and right.
Last couple games over the weekend against the Mets, Justin, I thought, swung the best bat he's swung so far this year, making great contact.
High fastball, a swing, and a foul tip, 2 strikes. Now Morneau on Friday hit one high off the wall in right center field, missing a home run by inches. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2.
Yeah, that's that curveball right there by Blanton. Blanton has made, this is his 231st major league start. He has 83 wins, 77 losses, 8 complete games.
Another fastball up. Now it's 88-89, but he's got Morneau to foul a couple of them up there. Here's what happened Saturday in the 8th inning with the Twins still looking for their first hit.
Yeah, Matt Harvey pitching a shutout until that pitch right there.
One and two. And now 2-2.
Blanton in his first 2 starts, not very consistent. 5 innings in both starts. He has allowed 4 home runs in his first 2 starts. 17 hits in 10 innings pitched.
Pulled the string, got him for a strikeout, 2 down.
A good sinker, good location right there by Blanton, and he picks up his first strikeout. A little bit of movement down and away.
The 2 down, and that'll bring up Ryan Doumit with Josh Willingham out of the lineup. Again, a little under the weather. Morneau moving up to the 3rd spot. Doumit moving into the cleanup spot. Hoping to deliver a big 2-out hit here to get the game tied up. Breaking ball over, strike 1. When the Twins won their first 2 series and won 4 of the first 6 games, they got a lot of hits in situations like this. And then, of course, over the last 5 losses, they haven't gotten many key hits at all. Certainly not enough. That's outside, 1-1. Sharply hit into right field. There's a big 2-out hit, and it'll tie the game. Doumit punched one through the shift. His team leading 6th run batted into the year.
That ball hit pretty hard right there. Kendrick at second base diving to his right. He's just trying to knock it down if he could. But the ball scooted through the infield very quickly. So an RBI single by Ryan Doumit. Picks up Joe Mauer. And the game is tied at 1 apiece.
And that'll bring up Chris Parmelee. Parmelee with 5 runs batted in on the year, and he takes a strike on the outside corner. The original lineup for the Twins had Parmelee in right, Willingham in left, and Arcia as the designated hitter, but that was changed when Willingham reported to the ballpark not feeling well. Off the plate, 1-1. Parmelee, the outfield playing him to pull the ball ever so slightly. Foul back, and it's 1-2. Blanton in his last start, they said he really struggled with his changeup, and he threw maybe the best one he's thrown this year to Morneau to strike him out.
Yeah, Blanton last year started with the Philadelphia Phillies and then early August traded over to the LA Dodgers, became a free agent and signed a 2-year contract with the Angels.
On 2 hops to Kendrick, and that ends the inning. Doumit with a 2-out single, getting Mauer in from second base, and it's 1 apiece.
a run in the first inning. The Twins and the Angels are now tied at 1 to start the second. I'm Marnie Gellner. Tonight's matchup features the 2 longest tenured managers in all of baseball. Mike Scioscia is in his 14th season with the Angels. Ron Gardenhire in his 13th with the Twins. And Gardy said Scioscia is very intelligent, said his teams always are so well prepared. And when you see him in the dugout, he's really into the game. You never know what's going to happen. He leaves you guessing all the time. But Gardy said of Scioscia, he's always been one of the best in the league. You give him the talent, he can really do some good things with it. Dick and Bert, there are a lot of respect in the words there from Ron Gardenhire about Mike Scioscia.
Yeah, thank you, Marty. I think if you ask Mike Scioscia the same question, he would say the same thing about Ron Gardenhire.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Mark Trumbo will lead things off for the Angels in the second. Taking ball 1 and a sharply hit ball toward left center field. Mastroianni with a retrieve, and it's a leadoff single. Of course, the two managers managed against each other in the 2002 playoffs. Each team advanced past the first round. Here's Trumbo with a sharp single to center. Correa leaving a pitch up. And the Angels won that series, went on to win the World Series. Twins beating the Oakland A's that year. Angels beat the Yankees in the first round. Here's Howie Kendrick. One of the problems the Angels have had trying to get this lineup to produce more runs more consistently, they've bounced into an awful lot of double plays. So Correa hoping to get one of those double play grounders here off the bat of Kendrick. Chopper foul. The Twins have only grounded into 4 double plays. They've turned a dozen of them. Or excuse me. The Twins have hit into 5 of them, and they've turned 10 of them. The Angels have bounced into 12 ground ball double plays already.
Howie Kendrick in his 8th season with the Angels. All-star a couple of years ago for the Angels. Always been a good hitter, a career .292 hitter coming into this year.
Down and away, 1-2.